And then Tinubu is traveling. Harry, good morning, trenches. Everybody wake up. Tinubu is traveling. With the amount of hunger and insecurity, the president is gallivanting.
Olukoyede, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, we talked about this now. Our boys don't go OPL hotel for Abeokuta. Arrest over 100 boys. I mean, brutalize them.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to be playing the full video for you guys to take a look at. So Mama P, Peter Obi and other well-meaning Nigerians don't come out to condemn President Tinubu's travel to Japan and Brazil. Peter Obi called him a tourist president. This is because he says that the big man Tinubu never stays in the country, especially when the country is in chaos. He's always having one reason or the other to leave the country, stating that Tinubu should, should always try to be in the country and fix the country, especially when the country is in chaos. He's supposed not to be, traveling and, making trips in this critical time. So the big man Peter Obi released a statement on Instagram, and there was a lot of people who had one thing or the other to say regarding the visit. Let me take the comment made by the big man, and also later on in this video we are going to be seeing other statements made by other individuals regarding this travel that Mr. President has just embarked on. So Peter Obi said, again, our president moves as the nation bleeds. Amidst the deplorable state of our nation in all ramifications, we have a virtually indifferent president who has continued to display insensitivity to our situation. How can anyone explain that a president who came from Brazil recently and met with the president is returning to the same country, leaving the various degrees of challenges at home unresolved? The latest itinerary of the president shows he will depart Abuja on Thursday, August 14, for a two-nation trip to Japan and Brazil. The president will stop over in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, before proceeding to Japan. In Japan, President Tinubu will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TCAD-9, in the city of Yokohama from August 20th to 22nd. The itinerary is silent on the president's return date to his visibly troubled nation. The situation we find ourselves in is deeply worrisome. Our president, who has not found it worthy to visit any of our troubled states, takes joy in traveling to foreign countries at the slightest invitation or excuse, often departing several days even before the event he is invited to. A one-week state visit to St. Lucia before attending the BRICS summit, where Nigeria was merely invited as an observer, though the role was dressed up as partner to the invitation, which was more significant. The leaders of actual member countries who attended only arrived a day or two at most for the event. Nigeria's insecurity situation, economic hardship, and human suffering have reached their peak. We are now counted among the most insecure nations, the most fragile economies, and the hungriest country in the world. This dear reality demands the full attention of Mr. President, and his rivals should be more within our troubled states and communities, spending time on the ground and taking decisive action to alleviate the people's suffering rather than these overseas conferences that contribute little or no tangible value to our nation's woes. And where the trip is necessary at all, it could be attended in just a few days rather than indulge in prolonged unnecessary absence from a country that requires 24/7 attention. What our nation needs now is security of lives and properties, economic stability, and ensuring that our people have food on their table. Our president's planned trip of 12 days departing today, if necessary, should have been at most a 5-day trip, as the event he was invited to in Japan commences on the 20th. Nigeria today demands competent leadership with capacity and compassion to start dealing with the problem besides it, with the presence and sacrifice required. Mr. President must, as a matter of urgency, commence tours of our states with the same enthusiasm he shows for jetting out of the country every month. These visits will enable him to see, listen and learn more about what Nigerians are going through. Though Nigerians know that our huge problem cannot be solved overnight, they want to see 100% effort and tireless commitment to solving them. Most importantly, our president must know that he is not a tourist but the chief executive of a troubled nation. So he must have conscious, strict work schedules and a strict traveling schedule to show that he has a troubled country to quickly return to. A new Nigeria is possible. Peter Obi. This was the statement Peter Obi released in his official Twitter handle. Now, listen to what Mama P had to say, and after this one, we will take some comment regarding the matter. And also, after Mama P, there's a troubled video that is trending everywhere. Efcc has arrested over 100 boys, and the former president has sued him. The former president group has sued him for about $2.5 billion naira, approximately $3.5 million naira, because there was other suit against them. Watch the video to the end. Don't forget to smash the like button and also subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned because after this we will take the comments made by some Nigerians.
And then Tinubu is traveling. Harry, good morning, trenches. Everybody wake up. Tinubu is traveling. With the amount of hunger and insecurity, the president is gallivanting. The president is moving up and down. Nobody can advise him. If it's not in Brazil, it's in Nigeria campaigning. There's nothing like governance. See the minister for power, be not be electricity. This one they do. See the mansion he flaunted just 2 years into office. Efcc now go sit down and go ask questions. All of you are mad. The other day, school children host call they beg, make kidnappers don't kill them. Please go and borrow from school children. These are videos that are heartbreaking, and it comes out on a daily. Instead of the government to do something, they rather gallivant. And when they have time, campaign. And some swines, some people will go help me squeeze, or go help me shake, as this road say they shake me. Go help them. They back the campaign. They clap. Your hands will break. All of your hands will break. Yes, say one branch Dubai. Go to pause at Dubai and continue to Brazil. The devil will pause all of you. The same Dubai that banned your citizens have been open now. We can't even go to Dubai. We can no longer. They see your citizens as trash. So we pass at Dubai and continue your journey. They pay me when I see people from. See, you see all of you that support wickedness. You see all of you where they support this nonsense. I swear, you all will live to regret your decisions. Go bite on a finger, die. Slaves, that's what you all are. See this one now, he's going to use 3.6 trillion. He's going to use 3.6 trillion to rehabilitate the bridge. I will use 3.8 trillion to rebuild the bridge. These guys don't rate us. They pay me because the youths have not decided. The youths just decide. So you say this madness we are ending it today. And those states all your own. Lagos all your own. Kaduna all your own. Everybody stand up. See, the country will change. The country will change. As for the people that they talk about, the power in the people is greater than the people in power. They just know now why they put fear for our body. They know say we gather, it's over, game over. The other one come that day, he needs 700 and something billion to rehabilitate and to rebuild airports. Billion, trillion. Oh, you're making sure for our body for where we are not even looking like people that are worth a penny. What a broken nation. Nigeria youth, wake up! Tinubu has traveled again, but check the news today. Peter Obi got the trend. The one who is on ground trying to help in his own little personal way. We beat the news for today. He has done something so bad and unforgivable. Nigerians should reject him. God will reject all of you. Goats. Guy, now fight go fit save this country. Oh, your fight.
All right, guys, welcome back again. So, without wasting much of our time, let's take some comments from well-meaning Nigerians who has something to say regarding this matter. So this person said, Dr. Charles K commented, "Good morning, Honorable Mr. Peter Obi. They call our president city boy. He enjoys city life. Nigeria does not have a befitting city for our dear city boy. Please find a shareable version of your post. May Nigeria heal their land." So this person, Peter Obi, is coming, said, "Heaven has stamped it. This relic will not do more than one term. We cannot continue like this as a nation. Peter Obi is coming." Then Sarah Ibrahim said, "A president who is never available to preside in his country, but always ready to jet off and wave the troubled nation goodbye. It is fact he is not fit to be a leader. How can you use 12 days for an almost 5 days trip? And the trips are very unnecessary. May God help our nation." So this guy also commented, he said, "Dear Peter Obi, it is expedient for you to understand that while the president's domestic presence is crucial, international trips are equally vital for Nigeria's development. Engaging with investors and other nations help finance critical initiatives, attract foreign investment, and strengthen economic growth. Attending conferences like TCAD 9 and participating in brilliant relationship ensures Nigeria maintains a global presence, builds strategic partnership, and gains support for infrastructure, security, and social programs. Effective governance requires both domestic attention and international collaboration. Constructive criticism should recognize that prudent foreign engagement provides resources, expertise, and alliance necessary to address Nigeria's challenges, making overseas trips a complementary part of national development." Well, that was his own take. Concerned citizens replied, saying, "The tourist in chief, after remaining unseen and unheard since August 1st, wants to jet out of the country for over 12 days. If not for tourism, Oga Tourist hasn't made clear the purpose of his visit to Dubai and Brazil is for the food, whether or that $4,600 business." Wahala, now you know wetin dey talk o. Then Osas replied, "LOL, what deplorable state. Should he sit and wait for investment to come or go out there and make the deals happen? No wonder you couldn't pull investment into Anambra for 8 years. The southeast is bleeding, yet you're gallivanting around rather than stay back in the southeast and speak with your Apple friends to stop the kills." Well, then Velele, also made a statement, also replied. He said, "France, Japan, Brazil, Dubai, etc., all with the money of poor, hungry, and starving Nigerians. Tinubu is a demon from hell." Oh, I know one laugh. Then Farouk M said, "Tinubu and APC do not have regard for Nigerians because they know that the masses are mostly docile. Every day, people complain about their incompetence and dereliction of duty, but they still go ahead and do whatever they want to do. In 2027, Nigerians must say enough is enough." Of course, enough is enough. Then your ex said, "Omo, you too complain o. Make leader of Nigeria no meet other leaders on bilateral trade. Insecurity that you speak of is being managed, and we have seen the errors of our armies, but you never credit them. You speak as though our forces are weak and are not doing anything. Must be criticized every moves. As president, you no go travel to, or what is all this noise you are making? Making you sound gullible by the day. Take a break off social media, you will be fine." Mr. Ajax said, "The president should kuku appoint himself Minister of Tourism, Your Excellency. These trips aren't bringing any investment. Absolute nada. All mere trips for photo ops at the taxpayers' expense. Thank you for speaking up, Honorable Obi. You are a good man." Then Yaya Oseni replied, even the president of the US travels abroad to make deals for his country. Every other country talks to each other to make deals, but this man called Peter Obi is saying Nigeria should not make deals with other countries. The question is, how do you get foreign investment? Peter Obi is a total fraud. Nigerians, this man has a negative agenda toward Nigerians. Very empty human being. I guess this one now one of those APC supporters wey brain no really dey for head. Then this guy, thank God, Iheanacho said, where are the benefits of the deals he made from the so-called travels? Those presidents you reference, how long does it take for the deals they brought from their travels manifests? Then this episode say, what changes have Tinubu's foreign deals brought to your life? Calling Peter Obi a total fraud is just being stupid. It lets Efcc arrest or invite him for questioning. Yes, now if you call him fraud now, I approve him. Then Prof. Chris said, since you believe in bad, may Nigeria happen to you and your family. Please don't argue, just type amen. Wala deo. Then Nedu Ani replied, Tinubu has no plan for Nigeria. He's only interested in bleeding Nigeria and making Gilbert Chagori, his friend, happy. We must collectively send that urban bandit and his gang of Lagos back home to savage Nigeria. We can't waste another precious 8 years after Buhari, what do you call him? Buhari wasted. 8 years. We are not getting younger again. It's time to wake up, Nigeria. Then Engineer Festus Brave said, is it not better for him to travel? Has his presence in the country changed the price of fuel or foodstuffs or data? Of course, no. His frequent travels would bring good luck to us one day. If you understand, you understand. Okay, now. No wahala. No man, no talk with my mouth. Then Daddy Emo replied, why such travel can be justified as diplomatic engagement? The perceived lack of tangible benefits and continued reports of public fund mismanagement fuel the belief that these trips are more about political optics, personal gain than delivering real solutions for Nigerians. This creates the impression of a leadership disconnected from the urgent needs of its citizens. Nigeria, we hail thee. Then Uchman 22 replied, the leaders of actual member countries who attended only arrived a day or two at most for the event, but the joketing president is either was there for weeks before public criticism forced him to return. This is nothing but the truth. Then Chukwu Nonso replied, Nigeria is not a family inheritance. We are bleeding, starving and dying while Tinubu flies around the world playing emperor. 4 years is already too much damage. Another 10 will bury us and this nation completely. 2027 is not an election year. It is a rescue mission. Tinubu must never smell power again, not even from a distance. That is it. These are more as many other comments, which we would have taken, but then because of time, let us leave that one. Now I'm talking about the EFCC matter. This matter no be today where it start to be honest, EFCC don dey overdue. Nigerians are saying that very, very soon it will be end EFCC because according to them, EFCC don dey do too much. Thank God for Obasanjo, then they call that man. No, I don't think his name is Yes, Obasanjo's media group, yes, don slam EFCC with 3.5 billion naira. 2.5 million naira for the companies, the damage they caused the company for the company's reputation, which they tarnished according to them, and 1 billion for the 100 people whom they arrested and brutally injured for no reason. Oh yeah, now make I play the full video for you guys to take a look at. Watch the end. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and also share your opinion.
Olukoyede, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, we talked about this now. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir? And sir, ẹ rántí bí ọjọ́ mẹ́rin àbí ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí mo sọ fún pa kiri yìí pé kẹ́ bá mi bá ọmọ EFCC yìí sọ̀rọ̀. Ó dá mi lójú pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ l'Abẹ́òkúta ní OOP hotel, ó dá mi lójú pé ẹ̀ mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. Our boys don go OOPL hotel for Abẹ́òkúta, arrest over 100 boys. I mean, brutalize them, injuries everywhere. Kò dá now, kò dá sà. Kò díbẹ̀ mo fi sọ fún lọ́jọ́ sí pé àwọn boys yìí ẹ bá wa reorientate wọn. Tó bá fẹ́ arrest èèyàn, kí yóò bá ṣe arrest èèyàn nìyẹn. If not be so that they arrest people, EFCC now, EFCC now, EFCC now. Are we going to say because we want to investigate one person or because we want to arrest one person, 100 youth go suffer am? No, now it shouldn't be like that. Mr. Ola Olukoyede, everybody bow boys, talk to your boys. Because I've always seen you as a credible man. I've read your profile the other day. Read the people who Senate and the presidency gave you this post. Because they trusted your decision. Because they trust you, say, because they trust you, they trust your decision. They believe say if you do this work, you are competent. We can't have somebody like you being the EFCC chairman and your boys they raid up and down. How boys go see EFCC they come, then go they run. Should it get to that point? It shouldn't now. A person you do know down now. I person now EFCC can I want money. Some are up at my saloni. Some get that sana mudinga good and sule. Bahakabane mana megirana. Kema kaduba mana. I jibu su chiwo mana. Chiwo di yayo mana. Now the hotel owner go now. We not even destroy things there. I think they find them over 2 billion. 2 billion. Now they say more pay for damages. And the boys say they're injured. Over 100 people. 1 billion.
For the damage cost being made to those persons who were arrested and whose vehicles were carted away by the invasion force of the police and the EFCC, as well as for bodily injuries suffered by these persons, numbering at least 100 persons, be paid in the amount of at least 1 billion naira. We also demand that a further 2.5 billion or 2 billion and 500 million be paid in token acknowledgement and atonement for the immense damage caused to the reputation, business, and financial reputation, as well as to the reputation of our.
Some things can be avoided. Should we get to the point where we see police and will be running away? Because Mr. Olukoyede, you said something recently. This is why I was talking about that thing where you talk about that time. Sir, this was your statement.
I'll start on the team. We'll start visiting all the estates across, not only Abuja, across Nigeria. We want to know who owns what.
That will be going from estate to estate, not just in Abuja, but also in everywhere across Nigeria. I was saying it that time that before you send your boys on this area, you need to reorientate them so that they don't go and start arresting innocent people. Over 100 boys, look at injuries. I said it that time, sir. I said it, and I beg that you should please listen to the video. Mr. Chairman, yes, the chairman, Mr. Ola Olukoyede Ejo, about one kini now, about our boys in sorrow. We don't want to start coming on social media every time to be dragging the EFCC. No. We don't want to start saying the EFCC are not competent enough, they are not doing their job effectively. We don't want to get to that point. We want to work with you guys so you guys can do the job effectively. We want to support you so you can do the job effectively. Help us so we can help you. You cannot call anybody and ask for information that will come out freely because person will fear. EFCC now, are they working or are they working for you or working for their pocket? And some of the things that these EFCC officials go carry, they don't go carry at each office. Now their own, they go hide them. They go use them, extort boys. It's not fair now.
Most of our problem in this country is having incompetent personnel in various offices, especially high reputable offices like that of EFCC. I mean, could it be that this our whoever they call him, the EFCC chairman who could not arrest on Polo? You know, the guy is so gullible, so dull. He doesn't even, he's not acting like the man that everyone wants, wants to have there in the office. The guy is really doing nothing because his boys are out there ravaging the entire country and he has never for once raised the voice. Instead, he even came out to say that the EFCC is going to be raiding estates, different estates and apartments to ensure that they get to know the people who handle those estates and know this and know that. I mean, I thought EFCC is supposed to be operating like the FBI. Over time, I've not seen FBI being this brutal. Even though their missions, they have had more successful missions compared to EFCC. Like, What is EFCC really doing? We have been hearing a lot of issues out there where ministers are calling trillions and billions for a rehabilitation and renovation of already constructed buildings and different industries, and they are not investigating it. I thought that is actually supposed to be EFCC's major work, ensuring that when government parastatals come up with different figures for amounts and which the nation considers as outrageous, it is their duty to go in and investigate. We saw what happened in International Conference Center that has been renamed to Tinubu International Conference Center. They claim they spent 37 billion naira, and Nigerians who went there said they barely saw in 5 billion. Some say they barely saw 3 billion. Like, then what is the duty of the EFCC? I thought they are supposed to go in, investigate, and if it is not up to 37 billion, then action should be taken against the ministers and against those parastatals involved. The people, the body who undertook this projects, who actually went as far as taking on that project of rehabilitation and renovation of the International Conference Center, should be held accountable. They should be brought. They should come out and tell Nigerians, this is what we bought, this is what we did, this is our pay, for the rehabilitation of the center. You get, but since Nigeria is a place where it's become a crime scene. Nobody, could hold anyone accountable. The government does what they want to do and jet off with it. Look at what Tinubu has done. Even when the majority of Nigerians are against this trip, he still went. This cannot happen in developed countries like the Asians, America. It can't happen there now. It can't. When the people say, don't travel, don't go to this nation, you don't go, you're listening, because you're not ruling yourself, you're ruling the people. You're not taking the decisions by yourself. If they say they don't want this, this relationship with this country, you don't go ahead because you are an individual representing the entire nation. But who are we? Who are Nigerians that they should listen? The issue is that Nigerians has made themselves gullible. Nigerians has made themselves vulnerable. We are the mercies of these few, politicians who has assumed office in the name and they assumed office using with the fact that, okay, we voted them in and they are representing us. I mean, if you're representing the people, won't you listen to the people? This is Nigeria for you, and I believe one day we'll wake up and begin to do the right thing. EFCC, enough is enough. Yes, like Festus Kayamo would say, enough is enough. Let us begin to call a spade a spade. Let us begin to address each challenges as it is supposed to be. Nigeria is not, supposed to be in this state of dilemma when we have other African countries doing better than us. Electricity today is becoming nothing to write home about. My people, this is the much we can take on this for now, because if we want to talk about this government here, we'll not go end the matter. Insecurity, now I think we'll go start to talk, a matter long. Well, 2027 Nigeria decide. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and a big thank you to all of you for, we are in 3,000 subscribers already. Shout out to you guys. You guys are great. I love you all. See you in my next video, guys.